guys, it's Miss Simpson, and it is time for writing today. So, sometimes when we're writing, we use books to help us figure out the best way to write something. Or as a mentor, I don't know if you've ever heard that word, but as a mentor into figuring out what we should do or things that we can add. So, what being a mentor is, like this would be a mentor text, and we can read this and kind of model our writing after it. So here at school, I am a mentor teacher. And what that means is we have some teachers that are new to teaching. They've never been a teacher before. So I have been teaching for 3 years, which isn't very long, but it's longer than some. And so I help teachers learn how to teach and be in the classroom and what to do in there and I'm their mentor. So just like I'm the mentor to other teachers, this book is going to be the mentor to us in our writing this week. This week, when we write our essay, we are going to focus on something called voice. So can you say the word voice? What does that mean? What is voice? So I'm going to read you, not the whole book, a couple pages of The Day the Crayons Quit. And I'm sure that you've heard this book before or read this book yourself. And I want you to be thinking about voice. What does voice mean in this book? How do I know that this author has used voice? Drew DeWalt, how do I know that he used voice in his writing before I ever tell you what voice is? So this is called The Day the Crayons Quit. It says, to Duncan, one day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. Hey, Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines, apples, strawberries, and everything else that's red. I even work on holidays. I have to color all the Santas at Christmas and all the hearts on Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon. Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizard hats. But it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside of the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I'm neither. I'm beige and I'm proud. I also am tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It's not fair that Brown gets all the bears, ponies, and puppies while the only thing I get are turkey dinners, if I'm lucky, and wheat. Let's be honest. When was the last time you saw a kid excited about coloring wheat? Your beige friend, Beige Crayon. So I'm going to stop right there. Let's talk about voice in this writing. So of the 3 crayons that we just talked about, Red Crayon, Purple Crayon, and Tan Beige Crayon, what do you know about those 3 crayons? Can you tell their personality? Can you tell if they're upset, happy, sad? You can, can't you? I can tell the difference between this red crayon, this purple crayon, and this beige crayon. So as I'm reading about the beige crayon, he said these things that made me feel like he was sad, not just the picture. I'm tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It's not fair that he gets all the bears, ponies, and whatever. And when he says, let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid excited about coloring wheat? That showed me the personality of this crayon. What about here? I'm going to completely lose it. The purple crayon seems real sassy. I'm going to completely lose it. You better start. He seems bossy, or she seems bossy too. Very neat. You're a neat friend. Very nice and orderly. What about red? Red seems mad. Everything is in capital letters. We've got some underlines here, and he says you're overworked, friend. He's tired, he's done, and he's mad. So just from this author's writing, I could tell 3 different crayons have 3 different personalities. Isn't that crazy? Even without the picture, I would know what these crayons felt. So when you're doing your essays, I expect you to do the same thing. And you're like, Well, Miss Simpson, I have got no earthly idea how I'm going to do that. No earthly idea. Well, guess what? That's why I'm your teacher, because I'm going to teach you. So, one strategy that I like to teach my kids every year, how to capture their voice. Voice is the way you sound in your essay. So, if I wrote a sentence that was boring, 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 I like turtles. You can say so much more than I like turtles. You can take that one sentence and you can put some personality in it. Just like our mentor text, Drew DeWall, our mentor author this week, just like he did. 3 different personalities for 3 different crayons just with his writing. So let's talk about capturing your voice. So here's what I do. I want you to speak aloud what you want to say before you ever start writing your essay. So when you're brainstorming, I want you to talk out loud. If you're in class or you're at home, if you are with a sister, a brother, a friend, ask them, or your mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, ask them, hey, can I talk to you about my essay real quick? Because, I know you can't do that on the STAR test, but guess what? In real life, you can. When you get older, when you go to college, or if you don't go to college, when you go to high school and you are writing essays, you can talk to your friends and your parents about your essays. Talk it through with them. Then, when you're speaking out loud and you're telling them things, I want you to pay attention not only to what you say, but the voice in which you say it. So you wouldn't just say, Miss Simpson, I love karate. It is so much fun. You wouldn't say that. You say, Miss Simpson, last night I had karate practice and I took down this person. We were down on the mat, and I don't really know much about karate, but we were down on the mat and I won. You would get all up in there. You'd be excited. You'd be like yelling sometimes. You'd be giving all me these hand motions. Trust me, you guys are very dramatic and you're very funny. And so I know that that's what you would be doing. So when you're saying it out loud to your parents, pay attention to that. Then I want you to hear the way you may write. And then after you feel comfortable with the sound of the language out loud, turn to the page that you're writing and try to capture that sound in your writing. So I challenge you to do this every step of the writing process this week. Today, when you're brainstorming and planning, you're like, that's the most boring part. It doesn't have to be. For brainstorming this week, talk it out with your parents. Listen to the way you explain things to them. Talk it with your friend or your siblings. Listen to the way you explain it to them. Tomorrow, when you go to write, especially your body paragraph, talk it out loud with yourself. Think about what you're saying, and you're like, oh, I can write that. So on your details, you know how you have 1, 2, 3 details in your body paragraph? Look at those and don't just say, it is cool, it is fun, it is exciting. Why is it cool? Why is it fun? Why is it exciting? Now, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot write narrative. A narrative is a story. You can't tell me a story like our Drew DeWalt did. He got a very fun writing prompt from whoever is his publisher. That is very fun. But you have to write expository. So you have got to figure out a way to be funny and exciting and dramatic while also writing to the prompt. And I believe each of you can do this just by talking out your essay. So let's look at our prompt today, and I'm going to let you get started brainstorming and planning. So our prompt is, read the information in the box below. Many people find great comfort in their routines. So remember, we just read this. It's just a book, and we're done with it after we read it. Think about the things you do every day. This is our light bulb, and we're only thinking at this point. So I want you to think about the things that you do every day or every week. I know some of you do sports, so you have practice. Think about maybe you feed your chickens every day. Maybe you take care of your animals. Maybe you help your sister with her homework. Or maybe some of you do some fun things on the weekends, but you do it just about every week. Dirt bike riding. I know we have some people who do bull riding. I know we have some people who love to play video games. Just think about the things that you do every day. Now, you're going to write, let me draw my pencil. You're going to write about the time that you most look forward to during an average school week. So, If you write about a time you went to Six Flags or something, you don't go to Six Flags every week. I know that. Your parents don't take you to Six Flags every single week. You need to think about something you do every week, like maybe a practice, video games. Maybe you help your mom do something. But I want you to think about the time you look most forward to, where you're like, oh, I cannot wait until Thursday night because I have soccer practice. I cannot wait until Friday night because my friend comes over every Friday, or Saturday because I go to my grandparents every Saturday. And I want you to tell me why this time is special to you. So not only do you have to tell me what you do, but why is it special to you? So if you like video games, maybe it's special to you because it's your time to just relax and not think about school or be stressed out. Maybe you like going to karate practice or soccer practice because it relieves some of your energy and you feel tired afterwards. Or you get to see your friends, or you get to spend time with your mom, your dad, your grandparents. So I want you to think about that right now. And for your brainstorm, you can brainstorm however you want. The cool thing today is I'm going to let you choose. You can brainstorm using a list. So you can go 1, 2, 3. These are all the things I like to do in a week. You can say, okay, once you have this list, you can tell me different things about several of them. You can do a bubble map if you like bubble maps. And the third thing is you can talk. You're like, Miss Simpson, I don't have to write anything down. You don't have to if you don't want to this time. You can turn to your grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, sister, brother, whoever, best friend, turn to them and tell them, hey, so for my writing prompts, I have to do my favorite thing that I look forward to every single week. This is what I want to write about because it is special to me, because while you're doing that, listen to the way you're writing and you're talking so that when you go to write your body paragraph, you can include that in your body paragraph because I expect it this week. If you're a funny kid, include something funny. If you're dramatic, which I know most of you are because on Zoom, you're very dramatic when I tell you to do work. Then be dramatic in your writing. So once you finish your brainstorm, you have to complete your plan today. So let me go ahead and help you out with your plan. You should have this memorized, but I'm going to do my best to help you. So A, C, E. Remember, that is your introduction, your attention getter. That's typically your question. Your central idea. Remember, this is where you restate your prompt. So you would say, I look forward to karate every single week. Your examples, that is when you would tell me why it's special to you. Then you'll have your transition word, my favorites to start with, to begin, first of all. Then you're going to have your topic sentence. This is what you're going to tell me. This is kind of like your central idea, but it's your topic of that paragraph. Then you're going to have your 3 details. Remember, these 3 don't have to be in complete sentences yet. And you're going to have a closing sentence that ends off that paragraph, that wraps it all up. Then for your conclusion, you're going to restate the prompt and restate your idea. So it's almost the same as your central idea, but you have to say it in a different way. And you wrap it up. That is where you add emotions, funniness, a joke, a memory, but it has to go with maybe a quote. It has to go with what you're writing about. It can be an attention getter at the very bottom. That's fine, but it has to go with what you're writing about. And it can't be new information. Okay, one more thing. You cannot start your essay, hey guys, my name is Miss Simpson, and today I'm going to tell you all about my favorite things today. The second I see that, I will return your paper back to you and you will start again. Do not say, hey guys, it's Miss Simpson, and today I'm going to tell you all about my favorite things. That is not expository writing. That's a letter or maybe narrative, not expository. You also cannot end your paper with, and that's all I've got to say. Have a great day. Love you so much. This is not a YouTube video. Not a YouTube video. Okay? You have to end it writing like you talk, but don't end it or start it like a YouTube video. Don't say the end. Don't say that's all I got to say about that, or that's the end of my paper. Pinky promise me you will not say those things. All right. So again, what you're going to do now is your plan. You're going to talk out your brainstorm, and you're going to try to include some voice. And we are going to work on voice again tomorrow when we go to do your body paragraph. All right, guys, I love y'all so much. Y'all get started with your plan. When you're done, take a screenshot of your plan and turn it in.